It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
I've lost 2 freaking days, man. I'm losing days. I'm backing up the bus. It is not Sunday, it's Tuesday. Jeez, I swear, John, you can't even get your day straight. It is Tuesday. It's time for another Blue Dot family meeting. Y'all bear with me. I seem to be under the weather. Got sneezing, got some runny nose, got a fever, all that kind of good shit. And oh man, I forgot to move my thing back up. So y'all bear with me today, but it is Tuesday indeed, and the first one to jump in was Dorothy Tyndall, followed by Bart Larson. That smart-ass squaw is here, followed by the remixtress. Whew, I like it when she's in here. Anyway, Debbie Marie is here. Renee Harris. Yo, how's it going? Phyllis Harrison is here. Let me see. Jeanette Miller, Bruce Preston, Jess Coggins, Allie McCat. Man, that's a neat name. If that's your real name, baby, you just blessed there. Allie McCat. I like that. Jeanette Miller is here again. I'm sorry. Irene Lambert's here again. John and Carolyn Majesco, thank you for being here, darling. I appreciate you both so much. Let me see. Trudy Baxter. Who else? Sandra Campbell is here. Adam Hewitt. Glad you're here. 8 days until the Caribbean. Whoo, pig. Randy Peterson. Just put me in a case, man. Take me with you. I think I need some of that down there. Carol Lowe. I'm just tickled to death. Everybody's here. Oh, Bernadette Pree. All right, let me get on down here. We're just not going to get this stuff going at all. I'll just be fiddling in the wind. Anyway, it is Tuesday. I'm glad y'all are here. And I am feeling a bit under the weather, but we are making progress, baby. Yesterday, I mentioned that thanks to Benita Townsend, who stepped up in a big way, Travis had ordered a new computer and stuff yesterday. Well, it's here today, baby. This is an empty box, mind you. It says Nitro 5 on it. This thing is going to kick ass, take names in the whole 9 yards. I can't wait. We have 2 more parts of it are coming in tomorrow for our new system, and it's going to allow me to be able to do more for our Blue Dot family, to get more entertainment here, to maybe bring somebody else onto the screen besides just me, and other things, be able to go to remote locations and all that kind of stuff. So the Blue Dot family progresses, baby, and it's all because of y'all, and I appreciate the hell out of it. Other than that, like I said, John has been, John could sit here and tell you about yesterday all day long. Lord have mercy, I never had so much trouble putting in a toilet in my life. I wanted a brand new toilet. By the end of it, I wanted to take a hammer and just beat it to death. Hello, Bernadette.
Kind of a prick. And don't beat your toilet with a hammer.
No, but
that would not be a good thing.
No, I just kept having trouble with the same little process, and anyway, it works fine.
Well, that's good. Okay, see, it just takes a little bit of patience.
That's it. That's all.
I know, we're all running out of patience.
I'm running out of that shit. I got a short list of patience, I'm telling you. It's anything sets me off, and this head, whatever it is, I got a head cold, or trying hard not to sniffle and sneeze, all that.
Well, don't sneeze in my ear because I don't want to.
You don't want that. Hi, Mr. Chick.
Hi, John.
How are you today?
I'm pretty good.
Good.
Better than you.
Well, no.
Yeah.
The night ain't over. My son made me a nice margarita to help Dad's.
That ought to chase that thing away.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Frozen margarita. And he's doing a good job of it anyway. Got to do
right
something.
on.
I have a little reminder.
What reminder do you have?
Well, you know how people count the days until Christmas, blah, blah, blah.
Right. We're always counting days for something.
Primary schedule.
Yes.
Iowa caucuses are on January 15th.
January 14th?
15th.
15th.
Yeah.
The Iowa caucuses. Man, aren't they getting a little head start? Is that early? Or is it just me?
They're usually first, aren't they?
They are first.
Yeah.
Yes, they're always first, but I don't remember them being that damn.
And then the 23rd
there was somebody else. There was somebody else that moved their
I think New Hampshire
primary date
or Vermont. I think it might have been Vermont. Because
Michigan did.
Michigan too?
Mm-hmm.
Because I think North Carolina or South Carolina, one of them moved their date up.
Yeah.
So Vermont,
so
I think.
Iowa was like, we're always first, and so they moved up to the beginning of the year.
So let's just move it all up till last year. Let's go.
I don't know if they've actually moved them up or not. Just the Iowa is the 15th.
What is the deal with wanting to go first?
I don't.
No, I
think
think
you're
it
going
was
to
New
set
Hampshire.
the tone for the country. It doesn't. It usually doesn't work that way.
I'm not sure what the deal is.
I can't even remember who won in
It's like
Iowa last
chess.
time, but it wasn't Donnie.
People are moving the pieces around. They like playing chess, is what it is. To see who gets knocked out first, they pick a state where they know somebody will get knocked out first.
Yeah. You know.
Right. So then there's New Hampshire on the 23rd, and then in February there are 4 primaries.
This is going to roll fast, baby. It really is. This is going to move fast.
Now, some of these are what they call party primaries. So, for instance, South Carolina has their Democratic primary on the 3rd of February, and then they have the Republican primary on the 24th of February.
We're getting into 'tis the season, baby. Enjoy your Christmas. Enjoy your Christmas holiday, baby. Because after that, it's going to slide into a mess. And you know, right in the middle of it is going to be all the Donnie's crap.
We usually didn't have our primary until like August, I think, and ours is now in February.
I can't even think of what ours is.
I think California moved theirs up too.
They're on Super Tuesday now, which is March 5th.
March 5th. Things are going to get rolling.
Which is the day after Trump goes to court.
Who will be the Republican nominee? You know, there's the big question. Who's coming in second?
John, you know what? You know what? Whoever is the Republican nominee should not fall under the guise of they're running for president and shouldn't be indicted. Because they're not president. They're just a citizen of this United States that's running for president.
Just like
and there should be no difference made in the courts, especially when you got 91 federal charges on your ass. I'm just saying.
Just saying there shouldn't be any preferential treatment, and it seems like he gets it all the time.
All the time.
I think he always has.
Let's see, we got
shout out. I got a shout out.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Please. I want to shout out our dear, wonderful First Lady who is being laid to rest today.
Indeed.
Rosalind Carter. May she rest in power.
Really. What a service. I did not get to see it today. I was in my truck most of the day. But I listened to the whole thing on the radio. And, it's... I don't know anybody. The Carters stand alone in a certain benevolent way that it wasn't his presidency much, it was his post-presidency that made them so lovable to America.
Both of them.
Both of them.
They did so much. so much,
Yes.
and they did it together. And there was so much humanitarian giving of these two, and
Yeah.
they did it all their lives.
Yeah,
And
all
they
his life,
did
he
it
never
together.
gave up. Building
Yes.
homes. How many times you seen
Yeah.
that story? And Jimmy
Didn't
Carter's
Jimmy
building
Carter
another
say-
house for him.
John, I remember when Habitat for Humanity
Yes.
came to my local county and
Oh,
down
really?
here in the southern part of the county where I was, and I wanted to be on that team so bad, but I was attending college at that time, and when you're in school, you can't just ask your professor, "Can I have a couple of days off?" No. So had to miss out on it, but yeah, I wanted to be there. I did want to be there.
Okay.
Didn't Jimmy Carter?
Huh?
Didn't Jimmy Carter get the Nobel Peace Prize? Jimmy
Yes,
Carter get
he
the
did.
Nobel Peace.
Hello, Craig.
Right.
Yes, he did.
I'm sorry, I was going to be rude. How you doing, brother?
Good on you.
I
How
don't
you
know
doing,
the answer
sir?
to the question. I think I just failed the test.
Yes,
I know.
he did.
I can't remember if he did. I would not doubt it.
Yes,
The way he
did.
lived his life. Yes, he did. Thank you. See, somebody
Yes,
has
he
access
did.
to a computer. I love it. Hey, before we go any further, let me send out a couple of thank yous to Karen Van Wyck, who came in with a $2 donation and said, "Vote blue in 2024 and beyond." Because we got to keep the ball rolling all the way. And Yelly Man, now this is going to mess me up now. Okay. Yelly Man came in with a 50. What is NOK? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Well, he came in with $50, whatever that is, and said, "God bless Rosalind Carter. It was heartbreaking to look at how frail President Carter is. I will keep him in my prayers. He is a living saint." Indeed, Yelly Man. And Marcia did tell me that because I asked, well, who's there? And she's telling me who's sitting next to who. And that Jimmy was there in a wheelchair. She said his legs was up and covered, and he was leaned back. He's, bless his heart. I don't think he's going to last long after her.
Eh,
You know how
if
love
I'm
is.
if I'm not mistaken, John,
Yes.
NOK is the Norwegian kroner,
Are you
Bill?
shitting me? Norwegian?
and yes.
Yeah, might be
And,
Switzerland or somewhere in that area. Yeah.
Well, I'm just looking it up. It says Norwegian.
Norwegian.
So
Love
yeah.
that shit. That's what I love about this family. We are worldwide, baby.
It's a 10-to-1 exchange. 10 of theirs, 10 at 6.1.
It's $50 a month.
To one of ours. So it's a bunch of freaking money.
It's a bunch of money. I love it, Norwegian. I just love it. This family grows all the time, and it's just
So-
I don't know what time is it over there right now.
I have no idea.
I know Ozzy has
ask
to
me
wake up
questions
early in
like
the
that.
morning. Huh?
Yes.
Anyway, that's just outstanding. What were we talking about? Shit, I don't know. Oh, there's a bus. Don't worry about it. We'll get on the bus.
Hey, John.
Yes, great.
It's somewhere close to being 1:16 a.m. over there. So,
Wow, pulling an all-nighter.
Yeah.
Yes, Craig, you were going to say?
all right.
Yeah, I want
Alright.
to get the subject, but John, how's your transmission doing? On the,
John's narrowing it down. It is not the
Okay.
transmission. Here's the
It's
deal.
not?
No, it's not the transmission.
Oh,
It's electrical. Here's the deal. When the battery is fully charged, and it's not a very old battery, so I went out yesterday and bought a brand new battery charger because mine is just like been to 2 floods and barely works. Anyway, I got a new battery charger, put it on there. Now, when the battery has a full charge, it shifts smoothly. If I have trouble cranking that engine because the battery's dying or whatever, then in that first gear, the shift between first and second, I mean, it's just like a slam. My thing is now I just have to keep the battery charged, or I don't want to buy a new battery. Anyway.
damn.
John's life is just constantly like that shit. But I got a new toilet.
Fine.
I got a new
You don't
toilet,
have a
and
battery
it flushes.
charger?
Huh?
And why isn't your battery being charged back up while you're driving? I mean, isn't that what the
Alternator is for? Well, that's the next test
Yeah.
I'm going to run on it. Is the alternator
Okay.
charging the battery? Because I put a full charge on it, And then this morning when I went out there, now here's the deal. I tried to first turn
You
of the
check
key.
your belt?
Yes, I checked the belt. The belt's there.
Okay, just checking,
All
just
right,
checking.
all right.
Slight mechanic over here myself. Yeah, you know.
The eternal problem. Yeah, I got a toilet in, brand new toilet, flushes, and it fixed two problems anyway. With one, I had a leak under the house. I couldn't figure out how come this leak is coming. Well, I put the new toilet in. Guess what? No leak.
Okay. Solve that problem.
Solved that problem. And I knew it would too. Anyway, Fan just came in with a $5 donation and said, "The big question to me is who can beat the vileness of Trump to be vile person, so that people do not want them to be president if Trump dies. Fuck Trump." That's a Marcia keeps asking, "Is he dead yet?"
Nobody can beat the shit that this asshole
No.
puts out. Nobody can. He wins
If
hand down. You know, he gets the most vile thing on the planet.
if a lightning bolt came down and struck him, there's nobody else that's gonna. His Trumpism would eventually fade away without Trump, because the rest of these assholes out there, they're just in it because Trump's blocker. Nobody's gonna throw rocks at them down there for being Trump-like, because you got Trump up there. As soon as he's gone, the rest of this shit starts fading away. That's what I believe anyway. I don't see anybody there that's going to step up and be Trump-like without being laughed at in his face. You know, he's the only one that can pull it off. And yeah, if there's a lightning bolt out there, come on. Anyway.
Hey, John, you want to grab Blue Dot in the Bluegrass?
Are there hands? Oh, I see. Oh, there's John.
I know the Koch brothers are thinking Nikki Haley can beat him because they're throwing their big money at her now.
Yeah, Nikki. Yeah, Koch brothers jumped up big time on Nikki Haley. Oh shit! What did I do? I hit the wrong button.
No.
No, I'm trying to get. There she is. There it is. John, you with us?
I am.
How you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. We're kind of like you, man. We're all battling a little cold.
No, y'all keep that shit. Not all of us is doing that. Y'all keep your little viruses to yourself. Don't sneeze in my ear. I
don't get sick very often. And when I do, I usually do the same thing. I ignore the shit out of it and go about my business. What are you gonna do?
Do I have to wear a mask for this meeting?
You should.
Maybe.
This is a very forced mic. You know, it's been here a long time.
Green protector.
Yeah, screen protector.
Right.
Hey, Fan just came in with another $2 donation, and he said, "Can't have a VP more popular than the president." Oh, no. Can't have that shit. Can't have that shit. Got to have the number one up at the top. I don't know what's going to happen with him. You know, every day it's like, did the lightning come? It's either that.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That's what I keep hoping for.
Yeah. We're going to move into a season.
I even read the stats.
Huh?
The stats on, how lightning strikes in the whole bit, especially down there in Florida. And it strikes an awful lot. And I'm just,
odds are, it could happen. It could happen.
Statistically, it could happen.
You want me to turn religious? Let that happen.
It would make me believe
I'll give it a second thought. No, it's not anything that a magical man in the sky is going to fix. This is shit that we have to fix ourselves. We can't bluff this out on anybody else.
Well, magical, Disney, it's all the same.
As much, it's. I was going to say, if I thought the power of prayer would do it, boy, I'd be on my knees every day. But in a way, I believe that it does work, because if you're praying for not for that, just for something better, okay, not for strike him down, because we don't do that much. Anyway, it's that collective thought. If you're praying, you're thinking. If you're thinking, you're doing. You're moving in the right direction. You know what I'm saying? I don't need a religion or a deity to tell me, what direction I need to be going in. It's written, and like I said the other day in my rant the other day, 'tis the season. Peace on earth, goodwill towards men. That's it, baby. Don't you wish we could just get there?
You know what I wish?
What?
I wish he had goodwill towards men. Did you see that crap he put out on Thanksgiving?
Oh, Donnie?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so peace on earth, goodwill towards men. That
And-
should be everybody's
Yeah,
doing.
and then he went downhill, didn't
Okay.
he?
Oh gosh,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, let's talk about some good news.
Hey, you know what the good news is? HO5
What
came
is
in with a
good?
$5 donation.
Absolutely, I saw
Thank
that.
you very much, HO5. I appreciate the hell
I
out of
saw
that. I really do. I appreciate it. What was you going to say now,
Yes, we do.
Bernadette?
Some more hostages got released today, and some more aid went into Gaza, and that's a good thing.
That is a good thing. You know, they're talking about 2 days extended ceasefire, and so more humanitarian aid can get in, more hostages can get out. You know, if they're working on 2 more days, let's extend it another 2 more after that, and another 2 more after that, whatever it takes. You know,
I was watching
Yeah.
NBC Nightly News tonight, and they said that some of the hostages are now with other terrorist organizations.
they are.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's with Hamas anymore. So
That makes it
that's a
difficult.
concern. That's a concern.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Some are Islamic Jihad. I can't remember the name of the other group they were mentioning, but yeah, there's other groups that have hostages. So we're not just dealing with Hamas. We have other entities that have hostages, and I don't know where we are with negotiations with those people.
Oh,
You know,
Right.
but any extension of hostilities right now, you know, Netanyahu's not going to wait long. He's not going to let it go on forever. He's not done. So we're going to see more, and then what? Because right now you have people going into North Gaza, Gaza City, trying to get, you know, find their loved ones buried under rubble or whatever. You know, and if it all turns around and starts up again, guess who's caught up there? Again, you know, we're looking
Well,
at
and in
a
the
bad
meantime,
situation.
the city is decimated. It is literally just rubble.
Yeah, there's hardly anything there. The pure recovery, you know, what is Gaza going to look like anyway? You know, it's like the only, I don't know, better men than I, better people than I, you know, with better brains, you know, you would think would have some master plan to figure something out that would resolve this. We've all talked about the 2-state solution for so many freaking decades. It's not even funny, you know. Wasn't it?
Do you think that Israel will be an occupying force in northern Gaza?
They will be for a while.
For
Yeah.
the foreseeable occupying forces for the foreseeable future. I
Yes.
mean, we're talking
What they
about
want.
1 or
what they
2 years,
always
3 years
wanted.
down the road.
like
You know?
like they're buying the Gaza Strip right now. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, yes, they are. They're going to remain there. They're not just going to until they you know have some kind of governing entity there. Right now, Hamas is the one in control, but they haven't had an election there in years and years. You know, not really known for free and fair elections over there. So, you know,
What
the
about
answers,
Hunter Biden calling Trump's Comer's bluff there today? That was hilarious.
what I miss? Hunter Biden called somebody's bluff.
Yes,
Yeah,
he did.
Oh
He
yeah,
agreed
Comer.
to testify, but he said he wanted to do it publicly, and now the GOP is scrambling because they do not know how to react to that.
Really?
No, they don't. No,
So they got what they want, and now they don't
But
want it.
they don't want to do it publicly. They don't want to do it publicly.
Which is very telling, don't you think?
Doesn't it? Doesn't it?
Absolutely.
Tells you a lot. No, we don't want everybody hearing this shit. We'll let them know what you said. No.
Exactly, and that's the reason why he said he would do it publicly.
Tequila.
Oh well, Hunter, you don't get to come in and control the narrative, is what they said.
Okay, then he doesn't go in.
You want to know the truth or
You
what?
know, the man has a criminal charge against him, and for him to come out and say, "Sure, I'll come in and I want to testify publicly," that
Pretty
says a lot.
bold.
It is pretty damn bold. And for his
Doesn't the
attorneys
truth
to even
deserve the
offer that
light of
up.
day, the light of
Yeah,
sunshine?
yeah,
Yes, it
yeah,
does.
exactly,
Look at her.
exactly, John.
Fan came back with another $5, buddy. Be careful now. And said Hamas is part of the Muslim Brotherhood, the same organization that has ISIS and Al Qaeda as members. Hamas is responsible in part for 9/11. Hamas, it doesn't. Thank you, Fan. Thank you very much, Bub. Uh, their whole in their charter, their mantra, whatever you want to call it, that is the destruction of Israel. That's the total thing. That's it. No other choice. That's the whole reason for Hamas to exist. That's why they chant from the river to the sea. They want Israel gone. Well, we know that's not going to happen. So,
No. No.
I don't know.
I really applaud the president.
You
for
look at the
getting
map and
there
you're
and
trying to
getting
figure out.
hostages out.
Yeah. The main drive right now is the hostages. This is, these people had nothing to do. You got more to, I don't know.
You know what I
It's
find
pitiful.
amazing? You know what I find amazing, John, is the fact these hostages survived all that intense bombing, and
Yes.
so you got to wonder if how sophisticated are the Hamas tunnels
They're
underneath
massive, they say.
to resist that kind of bombing.
They have to be deep.
Yeah,
They have to
very
be deep, and you see the videos of them. They're pretty well concrete with a curved
Oh
roof.
yeah, they've
which
been
could bear
doing
up.
that shit for
Yeah,
and yeah.
they have a whole system underground, a whole city, damn near, and it goes everywhere. It's why it's hard to track anybody where they're going. And it
But
is,
the New York
you don't know where the hostages are. So yeah, when you're dropping those big bombs,
Yeah, that's why I'm surprised. I'm surprised,
Yeah.
the kind of ammunition. I mean, the bombing that Israel has imposed on northern Gaza.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised some of these hostages have been.
They're, when they show the pictures, there's nothing left of Gaza. There's hardly a
No.
building that's untouched. And
Absolutely.
then what are we going to do with all the rubble? If it all ended next week and everybody went back to their side, what are you going to do?
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left.
There's nothing left. There are no homes to go
No.
back home to.
This is going to end up being a world crisis, because that you have to have an international effort.
It's like the Marshall Plan after World War II,
Right.
where they rebuilt Europe. Everybody got together. Perhaps that would happen here with Gaza once everything is settled down.
Yeah.
They're bringing him to Missouri. They're trying to. So that's where I live. So a lot of them can be coming here, and we take the Bosnians in. There's a representative down south here is trying to stop it. So I called the governor's office today and said I'm all for it. So I hope everybody else in Missouri calls Parsons and say, hey, and leave the message with the secretary. She's very nice, and say I'm for this, and let's push and get him here, because I have a friend that's from there that lives 10 minutes from me here. So we've taken a lot of refugees and bring them here. I mean, not everyone, but this is awful. This is horrible. And
it's like we don't have room.
That's what it's all about. Right. Yeah, so make America brown again. How about that?
How about that?
So,
Hi, Linda.
love
How are
that.
you doing?
So, pretty good.
Good.
Oh, and I want to say something to John 2.
Right.
John Blue Dot, the other one.
Right.
J-O-N.
John, too.
Appreciate you reading. Yeah, Thanksgiving night you read Russell Means, what you read about him, because I'm really into Native Americans.
Yeah, yeah,
And
absolutely.
I just love him to death. I just think he's wonderful. I appreciate it. That was really nice. That's all.
Well, I transcribed it as the video, and when you watch the video, it's like a table conversation. He's just having a discussion. When he says those words, it's just unreal. He was an amazing guy, but unfortunately, towards the end of his life, people like Alex Jones, tried to use him, start taking advantage of him.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
He was a great guy.
There's a total waste of humanity.
What a piece of
there.
shit.
Whatever happened to Alex Jones? Does anyone know?
Oh yeah, he's
Nobody's
still around.
Well,
He's fighting to
he
keep
just
his
had
money.
I don't know about that. There was what did I hear? I heard a report come out that said I think it's the Sandy Hook, the families.
Right.
They want their money.
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And they're going to force him to sell all his assets and donate them, or he can turn over anything up and above in profit what he makes by doing his show. Okay.
Yeah, they're not messing around.
One way, no, they ain't. One way or another, they're going
to
to
get their money.
they're going to force
And
him
it's
out
not
of
about the
business.
money.
No, it's not
No,
about the money. It's about getting his ass off the air.
About doing something about him. Because, he falls in the same trash can that Trump does. Somebody who's willing to do and say anything, no matter what the consequences or who it might incite, or.
Yeah, they're both maggots in the bottom of that barrel.
Yes, they're both ass shit-eating maggots at the bottom of the barrel. And it bothers, I think it bothers all of us that man was even in our house. That disgusting piece of shit who's still hanging on with the 91 counts or felonies against his ass in his fraud trial, in the election trial down in Georgia, the documents case down in Florida. And that's who the Republican Party wants to hold up as their grand.
They want to put him back in office, John.
Yes, they do.
Want to put him
It's
back
disgusting.
Yeah.
It's disgusting that we're having to go through
Take
this,
over.
but we can't take this for granted. We can't just sit back and go, oh, well, yeah, we didn't think he'd get elected the first time, and he did. And look at the damage he did, and he's still doing.
Mm-hmm.
He's damaging the judicial system right now just by mucking this shit
he's
up.
trying to.
He is.
He's trying to, absolutely.
He thinks he has the Supreme Court on his side. That's what he thinks, that no matter what, he can end up in the Supreme Court and they'll let him go. I don't think so. I think they've already demonstrated that they're willing to throw his cases out because most of them are a piece of shit. Anyway, I'm looking at a headline that says Cheney names names about Trump's enablers in the GOP. She got a new book out or something? Oh, yep. In her new book, Cheney shares details about McCarthy's surprise visit to Mar-a-Lago and Johnson's desire to be anywhere in Trump's orbit. That's who we have. Tell me what... Are you shitting me, Jacqueline Healy? Jacqueline Healy just came in with a $10 donation and said, donating in honor of my friend Michael John Murphy. Oh, man, who passed yesterday. He was a kind, positive person and will be greatly missed. Rest in peace, Mike. Well, Jacqueline, thank you, darling, and I'm sorry you lost such a good friend. He sounded like a hell of a good guy. And unfortunately, we lose him every day. But that's very kind of you to remember him like that. Thank you, Jacqueline. That's very kind. Yeah, we lose him every day, baby. Your voice is so important now. I don't know about you. I'm old. Fixing to turn 71. Are you shitting me? That's old in my book. But the inspiring story is the love story we see playing out with Rosalind Carter's death. Hey, life ain't over yet. Anyway, Fan just came back with another $5 donation. Fan, thank you. It said, relocate all the Palestinians to Texas. There's a town there named Palestine, and the environment is similar but better there than where they currently live. And yes, we do have a Palestine, Texas, and there is plenty of room around there, and it is a beautiful area. So, yeah, this country ain't full. We got lots of room. We got lots of room for those people that are still seeking the same things that our forefathers brought here, came here looking for. The same benefits to life and your family and everything else that every other parent around the world wishes for their kids. We're still that beacon of a place that allows that to happen. Is it going to happen to everybody that comes? No. No, just like everybody who's born here doesn't grow up to be wealthy and successful. Life's a bitch, and sometimes, you don't make it all the way. But this is a place where you at least have a fighting chance, And people surprise us every day coming from the bottom and rising up to a lovely person. Anyway, I ramble. There's just hope in this country. It's the same thing that we all learned when we were kids. Oh, hell. HO5 just came back with another damn $5. HO5, thank you very much. This is, y'all don't know. This is my Christmas. This comes in on the 20th. Oh. This comes in on the 21st of next month, right before Christmas. This is my Christmas shopping money. Part of it, anyway. Parts of bills. John does have a date. Y'all want to know what the date is?
Oh, yes, for your eyes.
December 27th.
Oh,
December 27th, 10:30 in the morning. I shall be at the Texas Eye Institute. I guess getting my left eye done first. And they're
okay,
going to
good.
Indeed, I wish it was
You're gonna
tomorrow.
love seeing again. It's so cool.
I am, because like today I had to go to town, in about a 40-mile trip into town. That's 40 miles back, and I was going to have to go drive through town. I had Tyler drive me, because
Right.
it's getting that bad.
It's getting so bad you can't drive. That's when I figured it out that something's really wrong. And I went in, they're like, "You got cataract in this eye so bad." And then they said, "Come back. We'll see how your eyes do."
Yeah.
And I did the right eye because I ended up losing my retina detachment, which was awful. I almost got going blind. This was very serious last year. That was quite a surgery, but that worked out. And so now, right now, I have both eyes I can see. And boy, I was looking at cobwebs and stuff going, whoa. I'm like, I just bought this house like a few years ago. And I'm like, oh my God.
Everybody I've talked to that has had this surgery tells me the same thing. Oh, you won't believe when you have it. It's going to be. I am really looking forward to it. I can't get in there.
Night and day.
Yeah. Well, it's bad when I go, no, you better drive me into town. I hate saying that. Anyway, Carol DeBurs just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Pardon my Parkinson's fingers typing. I will concentrate on function." Darling, don't be. Thank you very much, Carol. Don't worry about your fingers typing. Whatever it types, we'll understand. We'll figure it out, baby. Anyway, Craig Hansen came in with a $20 donation and said, "Hit Trump in the rump." I do. I poke a stick every time you hear me bang that thing. I stick a stick right up Donnie's ass. Then I have to pull it out to hit the next one. But yes, that's where it goes. Are you shitting me? This Blue Dot family has given me everything from the gong to the place to put it. Right in Donnie's butt. I love my life. Oh, it took a long road to get here, but y'all have treated me so well, and I can't. We are fixing to tear this office apart, and there's that bus again, and we're gonna move some stuff around, and every time I do that, I go down memory lane, because John's Rolodex is so full, and I have so much around me that so many people have sent to me, and it's overwhelming at times. It really is. And Geek on a Leash just came in with a $5 donation and said, "A heart full of love for you." Well, baby, back at you, Geek. Back at you, baby. I have nothing but love for this whole family. And, yeah, I was bragging on it yesterday. Somebody asked you, you got to tell them. What do you do? Well, glad you asked. Anyway, I digress. So what else is going on? Oh, we got hands up. I see hands. Let's fetch us up some.
Oh, yeah.
Let me see.
Oh, there's Hank.
Where's
I
Hank?
guess George Santos.
Oh, there's Hank right there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Who did I just pull up here?
Hey.
Windex and
Index and Blue Dot Hank.
Windexing.
Oh, Windex.
I see the Windex now. I leaned in real close over there.
There's a Fantra Dap that's in there.
Fan is.
Yeah.
Where's
Fantra?
Fan?
Right. Fantra?
His hand is up. You got to look for the other
Yeah,
hand.
there's a hand up right there.
Oh, shit.
John will be able to see all this so soon.
That's what I'm missing. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
I can't see shit. I have to lean way the hell over there. Anyway, Windex, where are you from?
Jeremy from Vermont. I just changed my name.
Oh, I recognize that voice.
Oh.
Yeah, the horn.
Yes.
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about the tunnels, and you wonder how sophisticated they are. They don't have to be that sophisticated. Think about the Vietnam,
Oh,
the
yes.
Viet Cong. Just dirt tunnels with some wires for lighting. Think about the Japanese and the Philippines.
Oh, yeah.
Just bare minimum caves. Our bombs could not touch them.
Iwo Jima.
They're a little bit
Right.
more sophisticated now, though, even in those days.
A little bit more, yes.
Yeah.
And they say the tunnel system there, something like 300 to 500 miles underneath Gaza.
Yeah. we're gonna stay with Windex? Because I know your name. Okay. Okay.
We'll stay with Windex.
Okay, we'll stay with
It was
Windex.
given to me by an old friend of the show, Lone Wolf. He
Outstanding.
says hi.
How's he doing? How
Doing
is
great.
Lone
He
Wolf?
can't get in the room for some reason. He can't get in here. He's tried. For some reason, his computer will not let him in here.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll ask Travis if that's still. I don't know. I'll have to ask. I'll check that out. I hope he's doing well. I hope he's doing well.
He's got 2 cats. We think he's doing well.
Good.
But he says he can't get in here. That's all I have to say about that. I don't know anything else.
Yeah. We'll figure it out, brother. We'll figure it out. And Fan, did you?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I appreciate your donations, brother. And I want to thank Mary Felix, who just became a Patreon member too. That popped up here. So Mary, thank you very much. Are you shitting me, Mark? Blue Dot Greeter just came in with a $20 donation and said, "Do-it-yourself neutering kit, $2 for rubber bands and $18 for Band-Aids." Turn on the weed whacker, honey. We got a group of them. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that tremendously. Where were we? I'm sorry. John's mind is halfway out. I haven't sniffled in a few minutes. I think the...
Is that neutering kit for the kitties?
Yes.
Okay. Just checking.
Hope it's not for me, shit. I'm too old for that crap anyway. I don't need to be neutered.
I might as well also mention, some of you people know that some of you, the folks in here, know that I'm from Burlington, Vermont. I knew the shooter that shot those 3 kids this weekend.
Really?
He worked in one of my buildings. Yeah.
Are you shitting me?
No.
Oh, wow.
That's some bullshit.
Sad.
He was let go a couple weeks ago because he didn't fit in. And they keep saying he did it because he was depressed, but it seems an awful lot more like there's something to it. The DA said in her press conference that they found stuff in his computer that might say otherwise. And
they're
if
gonna
they
know
can prove a
everything
hate
about it.
crime, it's 3 life sentences.
Yeah, they're going to know everything about him.
Is this
You know-
another mass shooting?
It's funny.
hello,
it's-
Hank? I'm sorry, brother.
No, this is the one that happened Saturday night after Thanksgiving. The guy who shot the 3
really?
Palestinian
He
kids.
shot
That's
3
my city.
Palestinian Americans walking down the street.
Another one?
Yes.
Another one?
No, it's the same
Oh,
one.
no,
There's-
that's
there's
the
only
old
one of
You
them.
mean the old guy? The,
Yeah, the 48-year-old man, Jason Eaton.
yeah. Yeah.
Hank, how are
Oh,
you
well,
doing?
Well, not too well.
No, what's the matter, bud?
I don't know if you've seen the news, but the bloody stupidity of the Dutch people has amazed us all.
Oh,
We
the
had
new Prime
elections,
Minister.
and guess who won? With 7 seats in parliament. The extreme right, most neo-Nazi-like party, called the PVV, the Party of Freedom, and PVV, the Party for the Freedom, which is basically the same as the National Socialist Movement, though light. And these
ultra-right.
Yeah, most of the people.
Yeah.
You know the blonde guy in Dutch politics who has a dead cat on his head.
Oh, Lord.
That guy Wilders. He's anti-Islamic. He's anti-refugee. He's anti-this, anti-that.
Okay,
So,
so you have a mega group too.
A lot
huh?
of Dutch people apparently, out of protest against the establishment, voted for this guy. He got 25% of the votes, and 75% is for other parties. So he has to, if he has to form a government, he has to have some kind of compromise, some kind of consensus. So his worst plans will never see fruition.
Good.
But so I've been trolling basically on the internet all these PVV people who were cheering. Something is going to happen against the refugees finally. Ooh, no more Islamization of the Netherlands. So I posted So I posted a picture of the Dutch leader of the National Socialist Movement from World War II with the text, "Even I congratulate you on this well thought out choice." So all these extreme right fuckers, they started getting angry. Of course, no, we're not racist. No, we're not Nazis. So did you actually read the program of the party?
No,
they didn't.
No,
of course they didn't.
No, it's like
because
that's how come Trump's quoting Hitler so much. Do they know Hitler? No, they don't know. They just think it's all patriotic. Yeah, it sounds good to me.
I mean, I'll tell you a few of this stuff in the programs. First, he starts with the lie that asylum seekers are getting rich and luxurious meals and cruise ships.
Oh, we hear that here.
Yeah. Then he starts talking that 14-year-old children have to be tried according to the adult justice system and not the children's justice system. Then he says that the army has to be put in place against the young people in the streets who commit crime. And then he says that the public broadcasting company in the Netherlands or organization in the Netherlands it needs a funding cut because they are too left wing and too critical of his party. And then he says, let me see the other one, which was I mean it's full on fascist Nazi stuff. What did he? Oh yeah, all mosques have to be closed.
Scary?
All foreigners have to be deported because they don't belong here. People with a double nationality, especially Islamic people with a double nationality, need to be kicked out. And there was another one which is
think of those lists hitting America like that. Don't think Trump and the right wing nut job over there wouldn't want to do the same thing here.
Yeah, so basically, if I tell these people that they are fucking fascists, which they are, they start denying it, of course, and then point by point to show them that they are fascists.
You know, I read the definition, Hank, of the word fascism, and it starts with a far right wing ideology. That's the first words of the whole damn definition.
Yep.
You know, there's no question when you're saying fascism what you're talking about, but you can't tell that the Bubba's Backyard Brigade, they think it's just the same as communism or Marxism or fascism or any ism if it isn't Americanism. You know, they're not happy.
The funny thing is, if you put instead of Islamic or Muslim, if you put the word Jewish or Jew in his speeches and in his videos and in his party program, you see exactly what he is and what he wants.
Yeah.
And even though he's portraying himself as being so semi-mild these days because he wanted to win the elections, he's still convinced of his completely abject racist theories. And so are his followers. And the big problem with the followers is that because they have never studied the way the Dutch governmental system works or parliament works, they think they now have the power. So when this Mr. Wilders has to go and like make a government out of 5 parties who might or might not agree with his ideas, so he has to compromise, they don't understand that. So they start now already shouting abuse at foreigners, openly racist against asylum seekers. And, well, they don't understand that they haven't actually really won the elections. They won a lot of seats. That's the only thing they won. But they don't understand the entire system here. So now they're on the streets. Well, not as openly as the fascists in Ireland last week, but they're on the streets. And, well, to be honest,
that's what concerns me is when you start looking at not only what's happening in the Middle East, in Gaza, you look at Ukraine. Yes, you look at there's a lot of places in the world right now that are just teetering on having a disaster themselves, or some kind of military intervention. The world is in a very precarious place right now.
It is,
and it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. You know.
Well, yeah, fascism and Nazism has never really left, but it's never been so open as now.
It has been brought back out into the open by people like Trump, who gave it, gave the okay. And he's still doing it right now with the language he's using. He's encouraging those cockroaches to come out from underneath their rock and join the group here. And we're finding out there's a lot of them.
There's too many of them.
There's too many of them.
I started God winning today, and well, I've been God winning ever since this party won
the
elections.
Reading? You're reading to a goat?
No, God winning. God winning is well, Mr. Godwin. Always mention Hitler when it's appropriate or even inappropriate. Yeah.
Shit.
So whenever some of these guys say, yeah, but there are too many foreigners in the Netherlands, and there are too many Islamic people in the Netherlands, and I wake up every morning listening to the sound of a mosque. Then I say, yeah. And what about the Jews, you Nazi bastard? Oh, I'm not a Nazi. I'm not.
No.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
It is. It's a
I'll
massive.
either be arrested within a week from now, or I don't know.
Well,
Probably not.
let us know there,
Yeah.
man. We'll
The
help bail you out,
good
buddy.
thing is the good thing is the chance of elections within 2 years are very big, because of course these 37 new seats in the Dutch Parliament, they have to be filled by complete morons who were actually on the list of Mr. Wilders. So we have people coming in from municipal politics. We have people coming in who just were on the list, and
Don't worry
I
about
think
lists.
it'll be a hilarious failure. The
So
only
they
problem
have to
is that
form a coalition
country
government together.
yeah, yeah.
Okay.
They have to sit in a coalition government together, and probably everything will blow up in their faces. But on the other hand,
that's what Israel has right now. It has had
yeah,
same
the
situation.
regular parties now sit back and have something like, okay, you've been complaining for 20 years about foreigners, about this, about that. Now do it yourself. Good luck.
Let's see what
Good
your
luck.
plan
We'll
is.
be in parliament. We'll be looking at you.
Yeah.
So yeah, and Israel. You know, I was very shocked by the Hamas attack. Everybody was very shocked by the Hamas attack.
Nobody
But at the
expected
moment,
that.
let me be very honest. This is not nice towards Israel, but it is the truth, and it has to be said. Israel is acting as if they are Germans, and with that I mean that for every murdered Israeli civilian, they killed and are killing 10 Palestinian civilians.
There's no good side to this. You know,
No, there's
Hamas
nothing.
definitely is the one that provoked this action
Yes.
by October
Nobody can
7th, and it was brutal and just the worst that you could think of.
Yeah, but the
There
overkill.
also
But
aren't
this
any
eye
good
for an eye
solutions.
thing is going to kill everybody. And
Yeah.
Gaza being the most populated place on the freaking planet, on the whole freaking planet, this one little spot is the most populated. So every time you see a bomb go in there, there's people dying, baby, and a lot of them. And
It makes me.
it's hard to separate the Palestinian people from Hamas because you're trying to go in and get Hamas. I don't pretend to know the answer to that, but I do know that this is not sustainable because this just creates more hatred.
Think of it this way: if we compare it to the Vietnam War, so there is a village in the jungle somewhere, and Americans come in and they say, "Do not talk to the Viet Cong and do not do anything in favor of the Viet Cong, otherwise we'll destroy our village." The Americans leave. Then the Viet Cong comes in. Hey, you talk to Americans. They shoot one person. They say, and now we're putting weapons in your village. 2 days later, the Americans return. Hey, there are Viet Cong weapons in the. Oh, let's get some napalm. That's what's happening now in Gaza.
The problem with that with Vietnam is we were trying to save Vietnam from the Vietnamese, and keep repeating that over and over to yourself, and you understand what the problem was.
Yeah, or forcing democracy onto people who don't even want democracy.
Yeah. You know, it is the solution to this. I don't know. I'm glad to see an extra 2 days of ceasefire. You know, you want something more to happen, greater minds to prevail. That's going to prevent this from continuing. I don't see it. The ceasefire is only going to last for so long, and when it lets up, it's going to be devastating.
As a Roman reenactor, a guy who does Roman living history.
I know you do.
I have certain ideas about how to solve this crisis, but there's no powerful power to go in there, take care of both fighting parties, and take the land for themselves.
There you go. Yeah, I think that's been the problem.
Yeah, we cannot do that.
But isn't that the world history? Isn't that world history? It's about one nation dominating another, taking land.
And take into account that the Israel themselves have never really adhered to any resolution the United Nations came up with.
Israel stands on its own, baby. They, we are a lot of people in America are pro-Israeli, as I am, but I'm also pro-Palestinian. You
Yeah,
can't
they have
just
the right to
isolate.
exist, both of them.
You have to
Yeah,
be able to support both. Israel has a right to exist. If, like we said the other day, you want to kick
absolutely.
anybody's ass for Israel, go kiss Britain's ass because they're the ones that drew the fucking lines that made
Go to
Israel
sites.
when they promised
Yeah,
Palestine the same damn land they gave Israel.
yeah,
And that
yeah.
promise is what created this
Go to
whole mess that we
go to
have now.
Mr.
You know?
Talk to Mr. Balfour. Talk to Mr. Sykes and
Yeah.
Mr. Picot. I mean,
You
Just
can't.
and
remember,
that's a problem also. I mean, the West, not we personally, but the West is responsible for the refugee streams, is responsible for keeping them poor, is responsible for keeping them in a
There is
constant
no doubt
warfare.
that we,
And
United States and other major powers of the world, could do a
and
whole
then we
lot
start
better.
complaining.
And,
And then we start complaining about the refugees. Go, let's throw another
well, where
10,
else are they going to go?
10 bombs on it.
You know?
Yeah.
And just how much are you willing to turn your back on what you see? You
Mhm.
can't. I can't.
No,
I
me
don't think a
either.
lot of people can turn their back on. And I don't give a shit who it is.
True,
You know,
true.
it's humanity itself. I mean, thank
Yeah.
Corey Barton who just came in with a $5 donation. Corey, thank you very much. We don't have. If you don't, I don't know.
just remember, history is a combination of two words: his and story. It's told by the victors. It's
That's
not necessarily the
true.
truth, but
History
it's
is
their
written
point of
by
view.
those
Yes,
the
of course.
victors.
Yes, of course.
And we see that right here in the United States in our own history.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
You know,
look at
I
what we
keep-
did for
I
20
keep
years in
looking back
Afghanistan,
at,
trying to force them into democracy.
That I did not
They
know
didn't have
in
the will
Black
to stand
Wall
up when
Street
we left.
until I'm freaking old. Really? Wouldn't that be a
Yeah.
major story in history of the United States? No. Those that win write the stories. And
Yeah,
it is sad.
I mean, the problem is not reading, the problem is not learning, and it's a human deficiency probably, because we see it all over the place. Nobody learns from anything. Like today, there was this article published on a Facebook page about a Dutch collaborator with the Nazi regime. He denounced several Jews who all died, and then after the war, he first got the death penalty, but then it was changed into life imprisonment, and then he got like freed because a year before his death because of good conduct or whatever. And there's this guy in the comments saying that, oh, why do we constantly need to bring this up? Why do we it's in the past? Why do we have to read this? Oh, this is not interesting, blah blah. So I react. I said, well, in a country where so many people vote on an extreme right wing party which is xenophobic, I think we should push it in their faces every day and keep pushing it in their faces. You know, that's how pissed off I am. But never mind. That was enough about me. Let's talk about the sad state of the United
Yeah,
States.
we're in deep shit over here, brother. But first, let me say thanks, Sandy McParson. If I hope I said that, McParson, who came in with a what is it?
McPartland.
McPartland. I'm sorry. If I just get close to the screen, I see the whole name. Came in with a $20 donation. Sandy, thank you very much. I can't wait to get my eyes fixed. I really can't. Because really, and I have that falling up pretty big. So yeah, John's eyes are going downhill really fast. You know, it was not even 2 months ago, I had no problem driving down the road. All of a sudden, 2 months later, I'm having difficulty seeing down the freaking road. That's pitiful. So I can't wait to get this stuff out. I can't go with the font any damn bigger. I'll have one letter per page. So, anyway. At some point, John will have eyes. Indeed. I can't wait for the rest of the story, though. What? Go ahead.
Did any of you read the article that there are now people in the inner circle of Mr. Trump that are stating that he is actually suffering from dementia, which he already did in 2017,
Tell me your
of
story,
course.
brother.
But it's
Sit back.
become worse. It's become worse and worse and worse and worse.
It is getting
And
worse.
now everybody's seeing that he's actually suffering from dementia, which is a shit disease in itself. But still. There was an article, I think, in the Guardian about it. I'm not entirely sure. Let me look it up.
It's obvious to everybody he's got a mental issue. You know.
Oh yes.
But what do you say about the idiot? You know, he's bordering on psychotic.
Mm-hmm.
With the language that he's using right now, his only interest is to rile up, is to bring some force into this. He wants revolution in this country. He wants the Bubba's Backyard Brigade to start shooting up towns or something. I don't know,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it seems to me
Loves it,
that's
loves
what
it,
he
loves it.
wants. He wants a war in this
Uh,
country.
Yeah.
John,
Yes, dear.
this is why we need health care in America, because
Yes.
there is a lot of mental illness out there, and some of them needs to be tended to.
And a lot of us can point to him too. Hey, that guy needs help.
Well, I think this is also a problem in America, as it is in the Netherlands, as it is in so many other places around the world. Healthcare, education, and all kinds of cultural things have been broken down by the neoliberalists, which are basically right wing. That means that the GOP, the semi-right wing parties here that are capitalist, they basically destroyed everything in the last 20 years, or even longer in the case of America. Now, what do you think these extreme right-wing nutcases say? It's all left-wing policy. No, it's not.
Projection.
It's not
They
left-wing policy.
constantly point to just in this recent thing that Donnie was talking about, when he's calling the left all these names, he's projection, because everything he's using, that's him. That's the right. They're the fascists.
Basically.
They are oh.
Every accusation is a confession.
Damn near.
Girl,
Damn near. There was a word I was looking for and I lost it.
All of this stuff is like related to ideology, and ideology is closely related to psychology. And as Bernadette said, we need better mental health care. The psychology that is there in the people, not in just this country, but around the world, is suffering right now. These people have extremely bad mental problems. If you take the Palestinians, for instance, like their belief in certain aspects of extreme Islamic ideology, leads them to actually worship death. They're willing to place their own children around the rockets that they use to fire at Israel, so that when the Israeli Defense Force fights
you're a
back,
martyr.
the
You're going to go
children
to
are
heaven
killed.
and I don't know, sit on a cloud, and get 20
you're going to
birthdays or
heaven.
some shit like that. I don't know.
The good thing about what you're saying is that it's the extreme version of Islam.
There you go.
I mean, my Syrian refugee, my downstairs neighbor who's suffering from cancer, an entirely different story. But he told me that the actual attack by Hamas on the Israeli settlers and on the kibbutzes is haram in Islam. You do not attack civilians. You do not kill children. And that's actually in the Quran. It is very clear in the Quran that you do not kill civilians.
You cannot lump the whole Muslim faith. That would just be
No.
saying what you're going to convict the whole Catholic religion because priests are pedophiles.
Fuck children.
Yeah, you can't. It's not everybody, and especially with a religion such as the Muslim religion is as diverse as any other.
It's the same thing with the Christian nationalists, the MAGA movement or whatever. You can't judge all Christians based on them.
No,
of course not. No.
The Christian MAGA movement is not much different than
that's what
crazy Muslims,
I think a lot
because
of people. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Jim. I'm sorry.
the crazy Christians are not much different than the crazy Muslims. Their whole belief system is based on what's going to happen after they fucking die. That's all they care about. It's not this life, it's what happens after your eternal soul. To be damned to life. It's all about death. Exactly, yes.
Now, if you ask me, well, therein lies the whole damn problem. It's everybody's doing something, thinking they're going to get something in the afterlife. I don't.
Yep.
I look at life as there is no afterlife. Whatever I'm going to do, I'm going to fucking do it here. This is it. Boom. Lights go out. Just like you turned off the TV, the last little dink of light goes out, and they put you in the ground, and you're worm dirt. Just like every other bird or squirrel that we see die, a deer, whatever. We're no different than anything else on this planet, in my opinion. Now, I get bound up like this because I don't like to step on anybody's religion. That is one thing that's basic throughout this life, is everybody has their right to believe what they want. And everybody can, you can turn on your TV on Sunday and hear every preacher up there in the world. you know, as an atheist, I don't see anybody up there except for what's his name, Reagan's boy.
That is
That's the
actually
only
what
one.
pisses me off. That's actually what pisses me off big time. You know, I mean, freedom of religion. What a bullshit! Freedom of religion. I'm not even allowed to offer a cow to Jupiter
Yeah,
on the
yeah, yeah.
market.
Freedom
It's
of
ridiculous.
freedom of the
I've-
religions that's appropriate, and who
Yeah.
makes that determination? You know.
I've often said as one of the true 1%ers in this country, I'll fight and die for your freedom to believe in whatever you want. Just don't make
Don't
me
make
live by
me
your
believe
standards.
whatever you
And I won't
believe in.
live by yours.
You know.
Exactly. Leave me out of it.
You know,
See, I liked listening to John Lennon. He had the ability to imagine a world without these problems.
And wrote a song.
Mhm.
We have a full room in here, so we all be careful. Don't step on anybody. Who did I just come in? Let me see. Oh,
Me, Adam.
Adam. How you
Hey,
doing,
Adam.
Adam?
Hey, what's up, guys?
You're not the only. Oh,
going
look
on?
at there. Holy shit, we got Adam and Andy Pagoda. Are you shitting me? Are you in here? Andy, you're muted. I think.
Yeah, Andy needs to start. Andy, turn on your mic, man.
Andy's muted. Anytime I see Andy, Andy is a hell of a person. If y'all don't know who the filthy mouth liberal is,
Oh, he's gone.
please
Is
look
Is that,
him up.
did we get the microphone turned on that time?
Yeah, you got it on there, Andy. How the hell are you
Preacher
doing?
of the world,
Oh,
the best preacher in the
I'll
world.
tell you
man.
what, I told Mama when I die, don't bother burying me or anything. Cremate me and
Prop me up.
put
by
me
the
in a
jukebox
douche and
when
run
I
me
die.
through there one more time.
There you go. Run at me. Well, now I guess all of us will be quiet for a moment whilst you say hello to Bernadette.
Hey Bernie, how you doing, baby?
I'm fine.
All right, that's enough of this
sweetheart.
shit now. All right, we're past that.
Hey. That's all the time they're going to give us.
Yeah,
So,
that's it. That's
You
it.
know, we'll take
Family
what we
show.
can get.
Now, I noticed that
Meet you in
voice
room
went down.
5 after the show, okay?
That voice went down an octave there. I seen that sexy move going on there.
That's you, baby. I'll call you.
Mhm.
Oh man. And so, how's life treating you, Andy? Everything good, brother?
Doing wonderfully. Changed doctors today, so got a new family
got a new doctor?
and got every damn thing I wanted.
Oh, really?
So yeah, we're doing well, John, and I hope you and yours are, and I hope the entire room. Hank, good to see you.
Yeah, man.
I'm not sure who else is in here.
We got a full
but,
room in here, Andy.
It does look full.
Yeah, we got windows.
And
there.
some of these people I'm not familiar with, but I certainly know who Hank is. And goodness, a whole bunch
Andy,
of
the
other
family
people.
has been
that-
growing, brother. Seriously.
Yep.
I see
We
that.
have made
Yeah.
some substantial gains in the number of family members that we have now.
Also, Dave was here earlier. I'm not sure if he's still.
Oh, hey, I missed him.
I didn't see him
Yeah.
in there. I need
Oh,
I'm getting new eyes, Andy.
You're
December,
getting that
well, you know
cataract
what?
surgery.
Cataract surgery. Get these cataracts removed from my eyes.
okay.
All
man.
right. I've got to get the same thing done, John, and I'm not looking forward to it. But
Yeah.
you know, they say you got to have it done. So
Yeah, they told me I gotta have it done.
I'll
and
just-
I'm looking forward. Everybody I've talked to, shit, man, all they're doing is saying, "Oh, you're gonna love this shit. The colors are better. You're gonna be able to see better." I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to it, buddy.
well, I've
Do you know
got
how
used
many
to looking
good-looking
through a
women
glass
walk
of
down the
milk.
street that I don't see? See, there's a problem.
Apparently it works
Such-
wonders these
I'm
days.
such an
Eye
asshole.
surgery is
My wife was like-
extremely.
How the hell
good.
do you drive, John?
I don't. Well, I do. But like today, I had to go all the way into Corpus today, and I told my son to drive me in there because I'm having a big distance. Cars kind of like disappear not too far up in the
He
area.
drives with bumpers on the truck.
Yeah.
That's like having a glass of milk on your windshield, and you're trying to look
Yeah,
through it to
as you're
get where
trying,
you have to
that's
go.
not what it's like, you know. And right now, just looking at the screen, everything is fuzzy. It's very difficult to read anything on the screens at all, except
I'm
the
glad
chat.
you got
which
Travis over
I have
there
the
and
chat
whoever
blown
else
up
you have.
to where I can see it, and and when a donation comes in, I have that blown up. But now,
Yeah, basically, at one stage, even reading glasses don't help anymore.
yeah, no,
do they?
no. As a matter of fact, that's how my whole journey started. I went to go get new glasses, and they read the prescription on this, and then gave me the eye test, and came up with basically the same prescription except I can't see. And then they brought in the other doctor, and he brought in his equipment and started giving lights up in there and shit. And they said, "Oh, you got cataracts." Wow,
Right.
lucky me.
Well,
When you
it's
schedule,
nothing to be embarrassed about. Many of
No,
us have them,
no.
Yeah.
and you know, we have to have them corrected at one point or another. But I'm not in any hurry to get mine done. But you know, a number of
Fraser was
other
talking
people
about
are.
his mom got retina surgery replacement, retina replacement.
Oh
So
my!
yeah, so cataracts ain't
Ooh,
shit.
I went through
Bleed.
that one. That was awful.
Yeah, I
Scary.
just uh, Rena,
when you getting it
Rena,
done, John?
December 27th.
Hey,
The
all
Okay.
right.
appointment is set in stone,
oh
baby.
my! What a
So you
Christmas
can
present!
Yeah,
Jesus.
you can see the fireworks again.
I hope to see everything
Yeah.
again.
New
I'm
Year's
just
Eve.
Well, at least, yeah,
Hey,
at least
John,
you'll have it done before New Year's. You can see the fireworks for crying out loud. You won't be able to
and
see
just a
Santa come, but by
just a
God, those
big
fireworks will
dash of
look
light
good.
up there. That's what you see. Let me see. Nita
you'll be
Parker just had
you'll
it
be
done a
able
few months ago. It's an easy surgery, and you will do well. See, Nita knows.
you'll be able to see the ballot and vote blue this time.
Hey, yeah, no mistakes. Maybe don't think find
Good, Bernie. Good point.
Oh, there's a name in my head right now. I can't remember it because it's so far back. But Marcia and I knew an old boy who always had to have a driver drive him around, and uh, he was very well off, but you wouldn't know to look at him. He worked in the oil field. He took care of oil wells. He was a pumper, and he would have to go out there to gauge wells and read things, gauges and stuff. But you'd see him come out of the post office reading his mail like this. He would be right up there, and he would have to be moving the paper back. And if he came up to one of those gauges at the tank, he'd be up there with his eyeball, right, just looking. He was blind as a bat, but he did his job.
Good.
Yeah, he was an inspiration. Man. He's an old man that just wouldn't give up.
Get
So
her
what,
done,
fine.
John.
That's it.
Shall I give everyone a trip down memory lane from the era when cinema was still great?
Oh yeah, when was that?
Yeah. Just keep talking. Just
Okay.
keep talking. It'll come.
It'll come.
Yeah.
Oh shit, fish oil. That's what I need more
Yeah,
of.
okay.
Fish oil. Yeah, that work. That cures colds, moles, and sore assholes. Yeah. Fish oil.
It's a wonder drug. Everybody needs a little bit of that.
Oh
Man,
man.
what a day.
Yeah,
I did. I missed a
So
rant
when-
Monday, and I
when
did not do a
elections?
rant today. I haven't done a rant since Sunday. Just because
Oh,
life
well.
got in the way. And that guy. You know, things happen.
When are the elections? Are they next year?
Next year,
This year?
November 8th, I want to say.
Hmm.
It's in November. I think it's the 8th.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure of the date. Yeah, coming up in November.
Mm,
And man, I'm
yeah,
telling you,
early
brother,
first or second week of November.
second week in
Okay.
November. So that would make it neat. Anyway, no, I don't know when.
Well, I hope you all will
not-
emigrate as soon as Trump is elected.
Penny, I'm
Just leave
sorry.
the country.
I wanted to get a rant out today.
For everybody's information,
Yes.
the next election will be held November 5th, 2024.
Ah.
The 5th.
I'm going to
On the
move in
5th
with
of
Bernie. I'm
November?
not worried about that.
Bernie knows
But
everything.
the 5th of
Well,
November,
I'm going to move in with her.
Between Bernie and Mr. Chick, there's nothing sliding through here.
the 5th of November is Gunpowder Day.
Gunpowder Day.
Treason Day.
Right?
Treason. Yeah. Wow.
Well, it's going to be a blast here, I'll tell you that. Whatever it
You
is.
folks joking? Because I thought it was always on the 3rd, November the 3rd.
It
No.
is. It's a
It
Tuesday.
floats due to something.
Whatever day
Yeah.
the Tuesday is.
Whatever the, yeah.
First Tuesday in
The
November.
first Tuesday
So-
in November.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah, the first Tuesday.
So that
Yeah.
always fluctuates with the years. But Bernie's right, it is the first. Ed Beatty Jr. just came in with a $5 donation and said, "Working tonight, but in spirit, a moment of silence for Miss Rosalind Carter." Y'all.
Hi, Ed. Yes, totally agree. Yes, I watched her services today. Oh my. What? Oh my.
She was a hero.
And
It was.
the president,
It was.
President Carter looked looked terrible. He did.
That's what I didn't get to
So-
see him. Marcia told me though that it looked pitiful. Of course, she's it was sad that he was.
He's not far behind.
I don't think
No,
so.
no,
either.
but that's
he didn't look good.
But that happens often, doesn't it?
It
when
does.
somebody has
With
been
great
with
love,
another
that
person
happens.
for so long. Yeah,
When you're
you die
99 years
quite
old,
short.
when you're 99 years old,
Yeah.
One thing I
When
found
you're
out,
as close as
Shit,
those
think
two,
of our own lives.
you can't avoid it.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
We're
thing
failing.
Just the
at
thought of
helping
losing
us.
Marcia just would devastate me.
y'all think about this for a second.
What?
She was 96. He's 99. They had a wonderful life
Oh,
on this
Lord.
planet.
Oh, yeah.
There is nothing to be sad about these two
Thank you, Jeff.
transitioning to the next phase. There is nothing wrong with that.
No.
I give them praise for every ounce and every
I can't think
moment
of
that
anybody
they spent on this planet.
that has been a more benevolent
I agree.
person than the Carters have. Since
You
since
think
the
about
time
when
we
Bernie
ever-
and I punch out.
Yeah, I
What's
hear
going to
you.
happen?
I
I
hear
mean,
you.
But let me tell you something.
Somebody get a bucket of water.
When I leave, I'm gonna tell you exactly
Ice
what
water.
happens. When I leave, I'm going back to being Starlight.
I like that idea. Just a speck of dust in the universe. I'm happy with
Absolutely,
that.
I'm gonna shine. I'm gonna shine. Absolutely.
I
So-
do. I think you live as long
trying
as
to
you
get
live in
them to ship
somebody's
me to
heart.
California.
That's what I've always told my kids. I will live as long as you remember me, or as long as somebody. It could be 100 years from now. Somebody will dig up this chest and go, "Blue Dot in Texas. Who the hell is that?" And all of a sudden, my little spirit's gonna go, "Huh? Somebody said my name? What?"
I noticed all the classy first ladies wore black, and then there's Melania wearing gray, sticking out like her own jealous.
Then malaria or melanoma, whatever hell her name
couldn't
is.
even
What does
believe
she?
she
I
showed
did
up.
not see any of it, but let
I
let
can't
me
believe
ask a
she
question.
showed up.
Who
She
did
was
see
wearing
it?
gray, Andy.
Who
She was wearing
saw it?
gray, not black.
Was
I
it
didn't see
was it a
it.
very tight dress?
No, it was just gray.
Just gray? It wasn't tight, like
Yes.
skin tight.
It was.
I'm surprised.
No, it wasn't.
bleh.
I'm
It
surprised.
looked like a gray tweed.
I'm
You know,
surprised.
just some kind of gray tweed.
I'm just
And
surprised she
she
was
stood out
actually
like
there.
a sore thumb because everybody else was in black. Okay, so she didn't make people look at her.
Make it look good.
But whatever.
I don't give her any credit.
You know.
I'm sorry.
You
I
know,
know,
you
I
know
know
he
she's
says
married
that because
to.
he
You
didn't
married
want to go
that
ahead and
asshole.
sell.
You made a deal with him. This is not love. There was no love in this. You didn't fall in love with Donald Trump. Shit, no. You
No,
made a
she
business
signed
deal,
an
baby.
agreement.
Yes, that's what
She's
that
doing
Fell
was.
in love with that
So I
wallet.
don't,
She's
yes,
trying to do the same thing that Bill Barr is: redeem her name because she knows her husband's going to jail. He'll be gone this time next year.
well,
Don't worry.
didn't-
He's going down.
Didn't
Smith will crush him in D.C.
Didn't she
There's
just
no
sign
question about it.
another agreement? Whatever, renegotiated their contract or something. I heard it in the news not long ago.
Yes, she did it when she heard that New York was coming after
How do
everything he
husbands
owns.
and wives
that's
do
fine.
that?
Of course
It's like-
it is.
it's
Of
like-
course
They,
it is.
they renegotiated their contract. How fucked
like
up
a
is
post-
that? Forgive me, but I.
Post-nup, isn't it?
Ah,
Post-nup.
yeah.
It's the nup
It's the
behind.
time credits.
It's the nup after the marriage, the post-nup. You have the pre-nups and the post-nups.
You know, in the hopes
Right.
of continuing to do my job as a proper host here, whilst we continue the conversation here, I am going to be circling through some of our two for blue. So y'all take note of these names and where they're from. These are the people running across the country in Democratic areas that we need to help get elected. So if you have $2 extra laying around, send it to Jonathan Ness down in Arizona. Or wait a minute. Yeah, Arizona. See, I had to leave my head in there. But this is why we're here. We're trying to make a difference. This is one of the ways that we do to try to encourage people to support the Democratic Party all across the country, because everybody is in the same boat. Whoever gets elected in Florida impacts our life. Whoever gets elected in Mississippi, and that's my man right there, Ty Pinkins, that impacts our lives. We see it every day in our Congress. These are the people that control our nation. So what happens in Mississippi, what happens in Ohio, matters to us. And it should. So especially if you're in a blue state, a blue area, a blue district, and you're good to go, baby, start thinking, maybe I can help someplace. Because that's what this is all about. We need to reach out. All of us in this room and listening, we're all from different states, different cities, all over the place, different countries. But this is how we can help each other. By just
So we can make a difference.
Indeed. Good, take it up, Bernadette.
You want me to take it up?
Sure,
Oh,
go ahead,
yeah,
go ahead.
Go ahead and
Give the spill.
and
Give
two
the
for
spill,
blue
baby.
Miss Jackie Rosen over in Nevada, because she has quite the people out there trying to take her seat. She's an incumbent, and she needs to stay there
There you
because
go.
she's doing a good work. Okay.
Let's mess
So
with
let's two for
Bernadette.
blue Miss Jackie Rosen in Nevada, and then put somebody else up, John. I'm
I
trying to
did.
keep up with you.
I did. Gloria Johnson.
Miss
Ain't she the
Gloria
one in
Johnson.
Tennessee?
She is
She
the one
is.
over there in Tennessee, and you know she stood up with the two
The
oh
Tennessee
my goodness,
Three.
what were their names?
Yeah,
She
I
was
can't
part of the
remember their name.
Tennessee Three.
Everybody remembers
She was
the
the one
Tennessee
that
Three.
didn't get thrown out of the state
The two
house
ju-
there, and you know
Indeed.
I'm sorry, say that again, Missy Chick.
The two Justins.
The
That's
two
right.
Justins. That's thank you. Thank you for waking up that brain cell. Okay, I took my B2 today. 12.
And then we
B12.
have Debbie
B12.
McCarcel Powell. She is running
Yes.
down in Florida. Oh, she's running
Yes,
against.
yes.
She's taking to take Matt Gaetz. Is it Matt Gaetz' spot?
It is Rick Scott.
Rick Scott.
You
damn
know,
it.
the former governor down there.
Failing
He's
the
now
test.
senator, and she wants to take his seat. So let's two for blue her because you know Rick Scott.
Yeah. Really. All
Okay.
you have to do is say his
No.
name. And then we have Bob,
Yeah,
Bob
exactly.
Casey, who is
Bob Casey needs to retain his seat. He is in Pennsylvania, if I'm not mistaken. And they are throwing money at this campaign. The Republicans want this seat bad. He's the incumbent. We need to two for blue him, keep him in his seat
there you
over
go.
in Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania,
All
and
right.
that's going to be a battleground state this coming election.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. They want that one bad.
And Anna
And we
Kaplan.
shouldn't let it go.
Oh, I wish I
Anna
put that.
Kaplan. Ha ha ha.
Wait.
Anna Kaplan. Hope to be
She-
taking the seat
Oh,
of the.
Marjorie Taylor Greene, right?
No.
No,
Not
damn it, I
even
missed
close.
another one.
New York.
Damn it.
George,
On New
how about
York.
George Santos instead?
George Santos, that's right. I knew it was somebody.
Yes.
Weren't they
Yes.
supposed to
He's
vote on
already
his ass
said
today?
he's
He's
not
running
running.
to replace George Santos. May he be expelled soon.
I was
Jesus,
hoping for
I don't
today.
think he will, but yeah,
Hopefully by the
yeah,
end of the week.
the Republican Party. Okay, come on.
Yeah, really. That's all you
Yeah,
have to
they
say
don't
is
do
the
anything by the
GOP.
clock.
All right, then
Yes,
after that is
okay.
we have Adam Frisch. He's running. Oh,
Adam
yes,
Frisch.
I know who he's running against.
He's
Is it-
running it up in the 3rd
Bobo.
district in Colorado. Yeah, against the wonderful Lauren
Bobo.
Hobart.
His hand
Yeah,
job
Bobo
Bobo.
the Clown. Oh my God, come on.
Let's go to
Dude,
the
I
movie
think I
theaters.
just-
Is that popcorn you have?
Is-
Yes, we
is
need
it-
Adam
Is
Frisch.
it really
Yeah,
popcorn?
Looks
is
like
it
all
really?
the butter fell to the bottom of the bucket.
Right?
And then I don't want to end this without once again recognizing our own Erin Trombley. She's not running
Aaron
anymore.
Trombley.
She won.
Nope.
She won, and
Yes,
she
she did.
won with a lot of help from this Blue Dot family, with y'all pitching
Yes,
in,
we did.
sending in donations to
God
her.
bless her.
It was a small office, but it was a huge victory, and we could not be
Aaron
more proud
won.
of Erin.
Can you
won.
imagine that? She wanted to make a difference in her town.
And she,
And she ran. This was her second time running for office. And
She
she
did not
won
give
this
up.
time, you guys.
She
did not give up.
She continued.
Run, Aaron, run.
Again.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
because
my
we want to see
girl.
where she's going next. Let's give her.
Absolutely.
She'll master
Absolutely.
this job, but maybe there's other things in her future that might be. You
Absolutely.
never know. You never know. President Erin.
So,
Could happen.
yeah.
Go get a mirror.
She's a smart lady and she could do
is
the job.
indeed. And
Let's put a woman in charge.
And that all, and again, that's one of the stories that we here at the Blue Dot family love, because she was a Blue Dot before the first time she ran. So this was something that the family got to experience twice in her life. Watch her run and support her. So yeah, it's a big thing, and
Yep.
yeah, it makes us all proud anytime I see her name come up there. Anyway,
Love us some Aaron T. Aaron Trombley.
Aaron
Right
Trombley.
on.
So speaking of names, I want to thank everybody whose name is going by there on our Patreon list. We got a new Patreon member this evening. Thank you very much for doing that. We appreciate the hell out of that. And to everybody that donated tonight. But this family stays, and it's going to grow, baby. I got the new computer.
I really
am
want
just
to thank
itching.
everybody who's on the patrons list. We have a couple of people whose names have fall off. I want to let you know we are working on that.
Yes, we
Okay,
are.
the list might not be updated until the beginning of next month. That's when the new list usually
And
comes out. But we'll
occasionally
make
there
sure
is
your
a
name
glitch
gets back on there.
where somebody's name
Yeah.
doesn't show up, and Travis has to go in there and put it in there manually. But we try
Yep.
to stay on top of that. Our Patreons are and I keep.
They're the ones that keep this show running.
I need to do something. It's special because Patreon has a way for me to like put a video out to Patreon and
Yes,
different things
yes,
in
they
the
do,
Patreon.
John.
I need to do that. And on
Yep,
that note,
you do. I agree.
yes, I do. I think with the new equipment that Travis is going to be installing, thanks to Bonita, we are going to take it to another level, hopefully, and be able to go live someplace else other than just this room. I'm looking forward to a lot of possibilities anyway.
All right.
None of it would be possible without y'all, without this family. So everything that we do here is a direct result of y'all's efforts, not so much mine. This Blue Dot family, I run my mouth on my rants. This family thing, this is us, baby. Anyway,
But it really is the patrons and the people who donate to the show through super chats that keep this going on.
Keep all of this
is
shit.
your show, and it's your money keeping your show on
Indeed.
live.
It's your voice.
Absolutely.
And we try our best to repeat it. And as Jeffrey would say, good night all. See, I try to keep up on that. Everybody's saying good night. I love this freaking family.
Sorry.
In the chat, if you look at the chat right now, everybody's over there saying goodnight to each other. This is a family thing.
Yeah.
I love this shit. Anyway, Adam.
I'm going to say goodnight too because it's just about that time.
Well, Andy, I'll go ahead and say goodnight to you, brother. Thank you for coming by.
Yeah, take care, Andy.
Give Amy
Absolutely,
our best.
Andy.
I hope each of you have a wonderful evening and a even better day tomorrow. And my son is sneezing in the other room. You probably heard that. But
Mama gave me nose spray right before I came on the air, and it's finally kicking in.
Every once in a while.
Thank you.
Probably you're probably right about that. But have a wonderful night, everybody, and it's always a pleasure to be able to step in for a minute or two and say hello to everyone.
Thank you.
Brilliant.
Karen. Yes,
Yep.
Karen Van Wyk. I think I'd mentioned to Travis. He's going to have to go in there and find out why your name's not on that list. Karen Van Wyk should be on that list, and it's not. So we have glitches we have to fix. Anyway, Andy, again, thank you and to everybody. Andy Pagoda, the Filthy Mouth Liberal. You can look for him on Facebook, anywhere. Go out down the road and look for him. He's there. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's gone, ain't he? Went right out the door.
Yep.
There you go. Anyway,
Yep.
Andy's a busy man. Andy's a busy man. All right, Adam.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming in, brother. We appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. I wish I could have hopped in here a little earlier and stuff, but
We appreciate
I got
it.
in here in time.
Anytime if I could see the hand down there. Hey, don't worry. After
Yeah,
the 27th or recoup time and all that, I'll be able to see hands raised. I'll be able to see all sorts of shit
You'll
around.
be able to see everything. That'll be a brand new year for you.
That's it, brother. I'm looking forward to it. Anyway.
All right. Well,
Adam,
you guys take care. We'll talk to you all later.
You bet. And Craig.
All right.
Craig, thank you for coming in.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. And when you have your surgery for your cataract, you're gonna have a light show. You'll see a light show.
Who don't love a light show?
Oh, you'll see a light show, all right.
They say the colors are going to be really more vibrant afterwards too. So I'm looking forward to it.
Colors are going to be really vibrant during it.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Well,
when you get your eye surgery, you see all the colors of the rainbow.
I'm up for a light show.
That's good.
Anyway, Greg, thank you very much.
You're
And
welcome.
Fan,
Yes, sir.
thank you for coming in, brother. And thank you
Thank
for the
you.
donations tonight. I appreciate it, brother. You came in several times. I thank you. Anytime you want to use your voice, step in the room, brother. And John.
Thank you.
John.
God, thank you so
Hey.
much.
We love you back, brother. That's what this deal
Yes,
is.
absolutely. I'm so thankful for this family. It's like therapy, and I say that every time. It is.
I think it helps all of us. It's damn well therapy for me. With the life I live,
And
brother,
Linda,
the shit that I pull up, yes, this Blue Dot family is my chance to sit down and talk to people, baby. There ain't nobody
Linda,
around here wants to talk to
I
my ass.
posted the video of Russell Means on the main discussion page.
Good. Yeah,
So
I saw that
if,
come up. I'm gonna
Outstanding.
go watch that when I'm done here. Thank you so much.
you're welcome.
All right,
You all
John.
have a great time.
You too, brother. Come back. And let me see.
Absolutely.
Hank.
Yeah.
Hank, thank you for coming in,
Yeah.
brother. It's been a little
Um,
while.
Yeah,
I
most welcome.
always
I was
enjoy the conversation anytime you come in, brother. I really do.
Yeah, I was a bit distracted giving some practical care to my downstairs neighbor who suffers from pancreatic terminal things, cancer, and then I got severely distracted by well, you know me, my U-boat game in which
Yeah.
I today have gotten a new boat with rubber on the outside, so the English cannot hear me. So I've been doing hours of that. Yesterday night I was. I came up in the middle of a British convoy and sank 4 ships, which
Well, there you go.
I was really proud about. And now I get the medal. Yeah. No, but thanks for having me, and I'll keep you posted on the things happening in the Netherlands with these extreme right-wing fuckers.
Come back in and keep us updated. Hank, we
Yeah,
love it
and
anytime
you
you
have-
step in, brother.
Thank you. I love you too, and have a great or good, successful eye surgery. And let us all know in a rant what you see. Just be sure to not smoke the holy green herb right after, because then you don't know which is real and which isn't.
I'll take the chance, brother. Hank, take care of yourself, brother. We love you.
Thanks, man. Love you too.
And Linda, always a pleasure when you walk into the room, darling. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm trying to be here Thursday.
We'll be here. We'll be here.
Okie
All righty. And Miss Chick. Got anything you want to say, Miss Chick? Anybody you want to call out?
I got some people that shared some shit.
Who shared this shit?
Well,
Well,
Kelly Harris from Texas, Lon Guardian from Texas, Irene Lambert from, I think, New York. Irene's one of our regulars.
Texas, little New York coming in there.
I think she's one of our Facebook fans. And of course, our own Jean Shanky from Minnesota.
We know Jean.
Yep. I think she already went to bed.
I think I think in the chat she was a little tired. She went on to bed. I seen her say goodnight.
David Williamson from, I think, Florida.
Good.
Gary Kotz from Michigan. And Charles Hank Lukey Reynolds. And I think he's from Indiana, but he's been all over the U.S., so I don't know where he
traveling
currently
man.
resides.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Spread the word all over the place, brother.
And then we have some followers on Facebook. Some of your 42,000 followers.
We're working on
Dan
it.
Berger from Oklahoma. Michael E. Willis from Arizona. Randy Cotter from Ontario, Canada.
There's another one of them our Canadian brothers up there.
Yeah.
Yes, we have a lot of them in Canada. Love it.
Tom Ullis from Ohio. Max Gillahan from, I think, Missouri. And Patty White from Michigan.
Outstanding. Well, welcome to
All
the family.
the shit sharers.
Oh, boy, do I look at that shit. Look at that shit. We have interrupting this program for a news flash. Mitch Goldstein just walked into the room. Mitch, what can you tell us, words of wisdom today? Please, go ahead, sir.
Buy yourself a carbon steel wok.
Okay, there you go. Rush out to the local hardware store. Buy yourself a what? Lock. Get a lock. Because you need to lock that shit up.
I mean, the Chinese cooking implement, not lock.
Oh, a wok.
Hey, John.
I need my ears checked, too. Ain't it sad? Mitch,
how are you, John Brider?
I am doing well, my friend. How about you?
Okay, I've been... this week, I've started teaching again after 3 years of not teaching, and it's been interesting to get back into it. It's
a little challenging, too, after 3 years.
Challenging. The most challenging thing, honestly, is trying to get all the material in the time allotted is really where the challenge is. And then they go and they have these, you go to like a conference and say, oh, well, human brains work the following way. For you to learn for an hour, you need to learn for 45 minutes and rest for 15. That's what the experts say.
Really?
Right? They're like, yeah, fuck it. We'll give them 7 minutes.
We'll split the difference. They'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Them half of what they need, and those should be fine, right?
They'll be
That's
good.
how
Don't
that
worry.
works.
You know what end of the freaking spatula to grab? That's it. You know,
So what's going on today? What are we chatting about? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I was working like I should.
We were just finishing up the show. We were just saying goodnight. As a matter of
Oh,
fact,
that's right. It's
Miss
late.
Chick, yes. Miss Chick just finished up. I was fixing to say goodnight to Bernadette, and I saw you down there and popped up your hand, and so yeah, I dragged your ass up here.
Well, I'm
Because who
awful
doesn't
glad
need a
you
little
did.
Mitch Goldstein before we go out the door?
All right. Well, I figure I'll take this opportunity to say that we love all the blue dots in America, and we need to keep this family going. And to keep this family going, there's a few things that we all have to do as family members. We got to talk about it to our friends. We got to share it in a positive way. We have to support it by liking, and we have to be dedicated to it by subscribing. And if you really want to make a difference, all you got to do is make a small donation, or a large one if you prefer, whatever makes you happy, to keep the family going. That's all. That's all you got to do. And you got to fucking.
It is what has made this family grow. The donations
And
over
you
the
gotta
years has allowed us to go from that shop out there with my first rant to what we have now, and it's fixing to expand even further. I can't wait.
I can tell you. What do we call it? Alleged criminal Donald Trump is counting, is hoping, is praying that you stay home on election day.
Yep.
That you don't vote. And hey, I'll be the first to admit, we don't have the biggest, best choice ever. But if the choice is between democracy or no democracy, that's a pretty.
Democracy.
I'll take a dysfunctional democracy over fascism any fucking day of the fucking week.
Day of the week, baby. There's no choices here. Anyway.
So please do that.
Thank you,
and thank you very much, John. You're an awesome dude, and thanks everybody in the family for supporting today. I'm just gonna jump off now. So good night, everybody. Good night, Bernadette.
Good night, Mitch.
Good night, Mitch.
And tell Julie we all send our love.
I sure will. Take care, everybody.
All right, take care of yourself. That is Mitch Goldstein, one of the treasured members of this family. I love him dearly. Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah, Bernadette.
Yes.
What a ride, baby. What a ride.
The long and winding road.
Yes.
Yeah.
But we finally got here. Thank you so much for everything you do, Bernadette.
Thank you,
You're
John.
a lot of the glue that holds us together, baby. You and Miss Chick are kind of. I wouldn't be able to do this shit without y'all, and y'all know it.
You put up with a lot, dude. You do.
I love y'all, man. I'm telling you. Anyway.
We're going to say goodnight and let the family go get some peace and quiet and have a good nighty.
Yep.
And y'all just keep doing what you're doing, and we're going to get there. We're going to save our democracy.
That's our job, baby.
We're going to hold this together. Yeah,
and we're not done. We're fixing to head
And
to
as
the liver.
always, John, what do they need to do out there?
They need to.
They need to vote like their life depends on it.
That's right. Why?
Because it does.
It does. Our whole life that we know depends on your voice, and your vote, which is the same thing. Anyway, I'm flubbing it up left and right. Let's go. Head over to the Blue Room where it doesn't matter what John says. Anyway, I love y'all. Thank you, Bernadette. Thank you, Miss Chick. Thank you to this Blue Dot family. And again, to everybody on that list going by and everybody that donated, thank you so much. It means so much to us, and I appreciate it on the personal. Anyway, we'll be back here again on Thursday night for another Blue Dot family meeting. So please come by and join us. Until then, baby, the best thing I can tell you is put a smile on your face and try your best to give it away, because there's somebody out there that fucking needs one. Anyway, y'all take care. Say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, everybody. We'll see you later. Bye. Oh, I'm hit.